The idea for the Stepmothers Support Group came about when we did a couple of features in Red, the magazine I edit, about 21st century families, stepmothers, single mums, that kind of thing. And I wrote an editor's letter about my own experience of being a stepmother. I was inundated with readers' letters and emails and requests to go on the radio just to talk about it, and it felt like I'd uncovered an unspoken taboo, if you like, because it's not as if you can go up to someone at a party and say, hello, I'm Sam and I'm a stepmother. But once you start talking about it, people come out of the woodworks and they're really keen to talk about it and share their experience. So I've just felt that there was definitely something in it, and the notion of doing a support group rather than a book about just one woman struggling through a stepmother situation, to me felt maybe more useful if you were a stepmother, but also had a broader appeal. Be looking at the way women support each other and the way female friendships work. It's just a lot more interesting and entertaining, I think. Eve is the main character, and she's kind of a real single girl in her 30s who's just fallen in love with a guy who has 3 children, and he's a widower, so there's no every other weekend family for her, it's full-time. Her friend Claire, whose group the idea isn't a stepmother at all, but she is a stepdaughter, so she has strong opinions about stepmothers. Her sister Lily is very much younger than her partner, and he's a crap stepdad at the end of the day. Mandy she has a blended family, so she's trying to bring her children together with her partner's children and all the problems that come with that. And then the last character, Melanie, is just about to meet her stepdaughter for the first time and is feeling very confused about that. So that's the start point, and then we follow the women through their experiences with their stepchildren, some happy, some not, and ultimately to a point where either those relationships work out or they don't, with a few twists along the way, I hope. Because I'm a stepmother myself, I didn't want the novel to be too much about my own personal experience, I wanted it to be fiction. And when I got the deal with HarperCollins, it actually got a huge amount of pickup in the press. The Mail picked it up, and the Independent. And I had people, well-known people, readers, emailing me, people I've never spoken to before in my life, emailing me and phoning up and saying, I'd love to help. So I actually had this amazing wealth of ready-made research. So people just volunteering to talk to me about their experience. I think a lot of women wanted to get it off their chest, really. Several of the journalists who interviewed me about the book deal were stepmothers or were in that situation, and everybody has a different view. And then, of course, lots of stepdaughters were like, well, hang on a minute, I want to give my side of the story. So it was amazing, actually. People were so generous with their time. So whilst everything in the book is fictionalised, so lots of people were very generous. I don't think anybody who's not a stepmother should be put off by the title Stepmothers Support Group, because primarily the Stepmothers Support Group is about female friendship, bonding, and how women support each other through the ups and downs of life, relationships, work, those kind of things. So I would hope that anybody who loves Marion Keyes or Jane Green, or loved the Friday Night Knitting Club or Sex and the City, anything like that where the crux of the book is about relationships between women, will love Stepmothers Support Group, I hope.